Guys, it's your girl Elle. Welcome to Aging in Fashion. For those of you who've never visited my channel, welcome, and please don't scroll. Right, you guys, yeah, and for those who have visited the channel before, thank you for supporting me. Right, thank you guys for all the support. The channel is growing, and I am ever so happy. And yeah, you know, I'm on a mission. I'm on a journey in life. Fashion is my passion. It always has been, and I just enjoy bringing you guys the fashion inspiration. And I hope you guys are benefiting from my messages, from my little stories. I love creating the stories because the stories kind of tell you what occasions you can wear certain fashions, or the fashion that I always try to put a story behind my fashion inspiration. Like I'm going to dinners. These are real life situations sometimes, and sometimes that's a story created just to give you an idea about where to wear certain things, you know, where you can wear certain fashions too. But at any rate, I enjoy it a lot. But I do occasionally like to sit and have a little conversation, check the temperature, make sure everybody's doing fine. Guys, I have really actually been under the weather, but I keep pushing to bring you guys the fashion inspiration. And again, thank you for viewing, for those of you who support me. If you could do, I love it when guys comment and engage, you know, because that is the thing that keeps the channel going. You know, YouTube has its rules, and so as long as my people are engaging and, you know, commenting, I love you guys. I love doing what I'm doing, but it's not easy. It's not that easy. It's hard out here for a pimp, as they say. But yeah, so been a little bit on the weather. I had this thing, so if I seem a little stiff, it's because I am. My neck has actually been kind of jacked up for like 3 months, and the attempts that I've made to, you know, rectify the situation have not worked. But I do have an appointment. Also, guys, lost a couple of pair of glasses. Yeah, so I have the little Dollar Tree reading glasses, right? I might look like a little librarian or whatever, but at any rate, yeah, you know, I'm human. Life be lifing over here like it does in your home. Guys, as you know, one of my biggest passions is to try to encourage and instill confidence. I realize that a lot of ladies, even just in the comments, you know, you can read a lot from a person when they make comments, but you know, in as much as you guys, your comments are encouraging, so please keep them coming. Again, I need all the engagement that I can get. But sometimes I do pick up that all my ladies are not getting it, the confidence message. I want to encourage and instill. Confidence is not something that I can just hand to you on a platter. Seeing me do what I do, I hope encourages you in some way that you can do it too. If I can do it, then you can do it. Because where it might come off as easy peasy or something that I just own. I have my own insecurities, and I didn't grow up as a person with a lot of confidence. I grew up with a lot of insecurities in my family. You know, guys, a lot of the insecurities come from just our home environment, our immediate environment. And I don't think that a lot of times our families, our friends, or our communities realize it, but are always conscious of the fact that they are causing people to be insecurity. You know, I heard somebody say sometimes, like, how can I take a person's self-esteem? Because the key word in that is self. But yeah, a lot of the negative remarks come from our surroundings, you know, just our immediate environment. And a lot of times people are just insensitive to the fact that certain things can really lower a person's self-esteem, cause a person to be less confident. This is Aging in Fashion, and so I feel like, well, basically based off my analytics, a lot of my viewers are over 40 years old, and as we age, we lose a lot of confidence based off the changes, the natural changes sometimes that take place in our bodies, basically due to hormonal changes, just the fact that our lifestyles change, I think, a lot, and we buy into the negativity of ageism. And so somewhere along the line, we lose our self-confidence. But I feel like our country, our families, our world is guilty of a lot of hypocrisy. We're hypocritical when it comes down to confidence. We like to confuse confidence with arrogance. For example, I don't know if you guys have ever, if you have a Facebook account, and if you are, well, you don't have to be from the ATL, but there is this community called Atlanta Culture, right? And people will put things out there just to get a conversation started, right? This guy the other day put on, he started the conversation by saying, boy, I look good today. I feel good about myself. I feel like I'm the best dressed, the best looking guy in the room. And boy, did they come for him. I don't remember any of the exact remarks, but they tore him a whole new butthole, right? They really, they came for him, as people do. Because nowadays, I was just talking to my niece earlier today. You can put a pretty baby on social media today, and they're coming for you. They are coming for you. The baby is AI, or they're gonna say something cruel and damaging. So that's just the world that we live in today. And so they made that comment. So I kind of got in a little bit late on the conversation, but my take is this. As blacks in particular, we've come a long ways, right? We can talk all the crap we want to about, stay woke, and we got this and that, we still got work to do. And yes, this is true. However, we do have to acknowledge from whence we came. And if we listen to our enslavers, then we are a race. They talked about our big noses, our nappy hair. They talked about us being fit for slavery, and even down to our endurance. We are a strong set of people. When we look back in history, black women were used as midwives. So we were responsible for bringing birth into this world, right? So we're strong individuals, but I remember also watching an episode of Being Mary Jane where they talk about the ugly black woman. So black women and black people didn't start out being the race or the black is beautiful or the attractive people. And over the years, we had to rise up and start trying to instill some self-esteem into our own culture and realize the beauty, our own beauty. We had to develop our own self-worth and find the confidence to just be a part of this society. Confidence will get you into doors. They wanted to tell us, our intellectual level, we weren't capable of learning, and physically that we were just ugly people. And so we had to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps and instill the confidence in us. But the minute someone gets it and they make a comment, I can't sit up here and tell you how cute I am or how cute I look. We can talk about our outfits or whatnot, but I can't sit here and tell you, oh gosh, I'm just this beautiful woman without you thinking that I'm being a little bit too arrogant. So, his statements, he might have gone overboard a little bit. So, it might have come off as a little narcissistic or, arrogant, but at the same time, why is it that we are not allowed to speak about our own appearance like that? Why can't I say that I'm beautiful, without someone saying to me, well, I can't stand her, she thinks she's cute? That is one of the statements right there that just gets my goat. I really especially hate women who decide that they're gonna really actually kind of shame a sister in making that statement. She thinks she's cute. Well, why can she not think that she's cute? Why can a woman or a man, or why can't individuals be allowed to look in the mirror and say I'm beautiful? We say it in all of these we say it in all of these motivational speeches and in all of these memes and whatnot. But as soon as you find a sister who walks in with a head held high, knowing that she looks good, knowing that from her head to her toe that she's done everything to groom herself, take care of herself, she's exercised, she's eaten the right diet, she's done all the things, but she's not allowed to admit or say that she thinks she's beautiful, because that comes off as arrogance. And that's where the hypocrisy comes in for me. It's very hypocritical to teach it, but then turn around and when the lesson is learned, to confuse it with arrogance. Now, there is a difference between arrogance and confidence. Confidence is having the having the confidence or the trust in the fact that you have done the things that you need to do to achieve what you were trying to achieve. And so if I've done all the things, if I've done my hair in a way that is accepted by society, if I've kept my skincare, I've done my skincare, I've done my diet, I've done my fashion, I've learned to speak, sit, and carry myself a certain way, why is it that I'm getting docked or I'm getting shot down for admitting that I look good, right? I mean, we kind of say it in a slightly, if a person says it where, in a sense where it comes off as, kind of comical or a joke, then it's okay. But if I blatantly say I look good, then, I mean, you're going to come for me. And so they came for him. People talked about, you don't really look that good. There were statements that, you're coming off at arrogance. It's a little bit too much. And, you're really not my style, this, that, and the other. Tore him a whole new butthole, right? And so that was just my thing. It just feels a little hypocritical because I'm sitting here, and one of my missions, or a big part of my mission, is not for me to come off as, ooh, I look good, ooh, I know how to carry fashion. I want you as my supporters. I really want to instill that in all my ladies. I just, if there's nothing else that I do, if there's nothing else that I can tell you to wear, I would tell you, wear confidence. And that is my message for the evening. I don't want to keep you too long because I know you guys don't like to listen. And guys, please come back. I didn't have any fashion today, and I did it on purpose because guess who has a birthday in less than 24 hours? Yes. So tomorrow's my birthday. Please do come back. Please like and subscribe and comment. You guys, if it's nothing but just to tell me that I'm doing fine, I hope that you're appreciating the fashion inspiration that I share with you guys. But yeah, just do come back around. And again, thank you so much for your support. And guys, if you wear nothing at all, wear confidence. Peace out. Love you guys.
Feel it, that's all.